Ever feel like your confidence just vanished? One mistake, one bad day, and suddenly you're questioning everything. And when you're an athlete or in any high pressure role, confidence is everything. It can be the difference between winning and losing, between going all in and holding back. But here's the thing, your confidence doesn't just vanish forever. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact 3 things that I run through with professional athletes to give them a confidence boost that propels them back to peak performance, even after a long bad run of form. So let's get started. Most athletes think confidence is a magical feeling that you either have or you don't. But real confidence isn't a feeling that you wait for, it's something that you create. Top athletes know that confidence actually comes from taking action, one small step at a time. It's like stacking up small wins that gradually build momentum until that confidence becomes unshakable. When you achieve even a small goal, your brain releases dopamine, a powerful neurotransmitter that makes you feel engaged, willing to take more risks, and generally reinforces a behavior. It's your brain's way of saying, keep going, this is working. Each time that you take action, such as making a shot, clearing the bar, or completing a rep, you get a little boost of this dopamine. And this isn't just about feeling good in the moment. Over time, these small wins actually rewire your brain to build genuine confidence. You're creating a chain of success that makes you trust yourself and believe that you're capable. So the first thing I always recommend to athletes in a confidence slump is to place all their focus on small, manageable actions. This is not exactly earth-shattering information and probably something that you've already heard 100 times before, but it is so important. And it's often the case that athletes who overlook this continue to struggle to build their confidence back up. If you've had a rough competition or a tough performance, don't be afraid to start again with the basics. Maybe it's making 10 solid serves in practice or completing 5 free throws in a row. Each small win adds to your momentum, leading to the next and the next until you're suddenly not just acting confidently, you actually feel it. Remember, you don't just declare that you'll play with confidence. It has to be something that you build by taking intentional action one step at a time. But what about when you do miss or have a bad moment? Athletes can have 5 really good practices in the week and then come game day, things do not start well. How can confidence be maintained in those moments? Well, step 2 is don't let your confidence ride on the first go. So maybe it's the first shot, the first pass, or the first serve of the match. If those things are off, it's super easy to think, oh gosh, this is going to be a long day. And this mindset often leads to a downward spiral where one mistake fuels more, and before you know it, you're mentally out of the game. You've lost and given up on yourself inside the first 5 minutes. But the opposite is also true. If your first shot, pass, or serve is good, then you feel more at ease and you quickly gain momentum and have a really good performance. But this is so dangerous because you can't let the very first play dictate everything else that happens next. It means you're automatically just flipping a coin every performance, and therefore you're only giving yourself a 50% chance of putting in a confident, strong showing. But here's the key shift. Instead of letting your confidence ride on the first attempt, instead give yourself a lifeline. This lifeline can be as simple as telling yourself, that one didn't count, or all right, now I'm playing for real. This small mental reset can make a huge difference, helping you release the pressure from that first mistake so that it doesn't just set the tone for the rest of the game. This kind of self-talk is often used by elite athletes to break a negative cycle and just stay focused on the present moment. By acknowledging the mistake without judgment or dwelling on it, you're able to avoid spiraling into self-doubt and just regain your focus. Psychologically, this approach taps into the concept of self-compassion, which isn't about going easy on yourself, but it's about treating yourself with the same patience and understanding that you would show to a teammate. Giving yourself more self-compassion is a great way of reducing performance anxiety and just keeping your mind flexible in high pressure moments. By using this lifeline, which you can actually say in a jokey type way, you're telling your brain that one error doesn't define your performance. You're allowing yourself to bounce back instead of mentally beating yourself up. Confidence, as you know, can fluctuate quite a lot, even moment to moment. So you need coping mechanisms like this to successfully process moments that in the past may have really rocked your confidence. But you want to get to a point where even if you miss your first shot, you still feel like you can make your next 5. And this concept of a lifeline is a super powerful way in allowing you to sustain that full trust and confidence in your abilities. Okay, so even if you use this lifeline to tell yourself that the bad moment didn't count and it results in your internal state remaining balanced, what's often harder is keeping control of your external state. And specifically what I mean by this is your body language, which massively impacts your confidence, sometimes without you even realizing it. Think about it. When you're feeling confident, your body naturally stands tall, chest out, head held high, you walk with purpose, your shoulders are back, and you have a clear sense of direction. But when things go wrong, many athletes let their posture collapse. You have probably noticed this happening in a game or performance previously. After a missed shot or an error, you suddenly are hunched over, slumping, or just letting your head drop. It's almost like you're telling yourself, this is over. But here's the thing, if you consciously correct your body language, you're sending a signal to your mind that you are still in control. Physiologically, maintaining a strong posture increases feelings of power and control. This works because of something called embodied cognition. The idea that your physical state can influence your mental state. When you stand tall with a good posture, your brain receives a signal that you are confident, which can boost your self-esteem and help you push through those tough moments. On the other hand, when you slump or overreact, your brain interprets this as a sign of weakness and threat, which weakens your confidence even more. And you've probably seen this among your favorite athletes when watching them on TV. You hear commentators say things all the time like their heads have dropped, and you can just tell when someone either has thrown in the towel or actually looks super confident. So you have to be super mindful to not fall into the same bad body language trap as them. But let's be clear, this isn't about pretending that everything's fine when it's not. It's about not letting physical reactions take over and spiral your mindset into negativity. If you miss a shot or make a mistake, don't let your body collapse. Instead, stand tall, breathe deeply, and reset. It's like sending a message to your brain that I'm still in this, and that mindset shift will help you regain confidence in the moment. All right, so if you work on these 3 things, you'll be able to quickly rebuild your confidence. The hard part though is sustaining it. So to help with this, check out this next video here on how to be insanely consistent.